Going live. Am I live? Hello. Okay. I'm a little early, so. What do I want to write? No one's here yet. What should I write? Oh, somebody's here. What should I write? Hey friends, thanks for joining me for another edition of Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. What else? Let me know all your questions. Questions as cool. Yeah. Thanks for joining me for another edition of Thirsty Thursday. Let me know all your questions as we enjoy some wine and wash brushes. So, got my brushes here again. The life of a makeup artist. Yeah, the life of a makeup artist. I'm always over here washing brushes. There's always an endless supply of brushes that need to be washed. But let's crack this baby open. What time is it? Is it? Yep, it's exactly 6:30. So we got two people. Hello. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. Today I'm drinking Castle Rock Zinfandel. This was on sale during a wine tasting I went to over the weekend. And I got this one and another bottle of wine. And I remember it being really affordable. Well, not really affordable, but like a good price point and really tasty. So, out of all the wines that I tried that day, I surmised that the Malbec that I had earlier this week was tastier. But anyway, let's try this one. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. This is a Zinfandel. Cheers. It's a 2016. Oh, nice and got a little bit of aging going on. I'm going to put this over here. Cheers. Ooh, smells really fruity and delicious. Love that. Ooh, it's sweet. You know what? I bet it would pair very nicely with this chocolate. Enjoying a little bit of chocolate here. Where did I get this from? I think my mom. My mom got it in Poland when she visited in September. And it's like 80% cacao. It says here in Polish, mocno gorzko, which means very bitter. But pairs beautifully with this wine, I think. Try a little chocolate. Cheers. But enough of my yap, and let me know what your questions are. We've got plenty of time to answer any and all of the questions. Ooh. Sorry. My mouth is like full of chocolate right now. It's hard to talk and eat chocolate at the same time. But before I show you what I made today, I guess I'll wash one of these brushes while I let this stuff melt in my mouth. Maybe if I wash it down with a little wine, it'll melt faster. But I don't know if I want it to melt faster because chocolate is amazing, especially like the European kind. And you kind of want to make it last, you know? Here's that. Hmm. Ad inserted? What did I just do? Hmm. I'm just trying to figure things out here. Okay. Let's see. So over the weekend I had another makeup appointment. I was doing makeup for a Oh, I should really put these in front so you guys can see what I'm up to. Hey, hey, Miss Lady. Hey, Melinda. Thanks for joining me. Melinda has been so sweet lately. She's been commenting on so many of my videos, so I highly appreciate it. Thank you. So sweet. I'm glad you made it too. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of washing some brushes. I'm ready to show you guys what I was up to earlier today. So I decided to make these adorable Cheers tote bags today, which they're not up on my shop yet, but I airbrushed these myself. Last um yeah, I airbrushed these myself. I'm a like on the side, I like do a little bit of airbrush t-shirts. I actually have a big event coming up in um what do you call that? December. That month that's coming up soon. And I have two different styles here. This is more of like a grocery bag style bag that I worked on. This one's a canvas bag. But I painted these myself and I'm gonna put these up on my store, my Square store, before I post another video, which my next video I think is gonna be my makeup kit video, which have already shot, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. And I watched back some of the footage, and um, I feel like it's it looks good. It's very comprehensive. I talk about a lot of my favorite products in that video, so I can't wait to put that up. I hope to put it up on like Monday. Um, or Tuesday at the latest. I'm gonna have my makeup kit video up. And when I post that, I'm gonna post these on my Square shop. So these are super cute because I feel like this might be a better thing to do than the t-shirts because you can put your wine in here when you go shopping. And it's be a super cute like grocery bag tote or a super cute um yeah, grocery bag tote or like shopping or you going to the beach or going to a party, like anytime you need a tote bag, that may be really cute to do. I think I'm gonna keep go. I don't know if you guys like the canvas bag better or the grocery bag better. This one's kind of got like cheaper material, but I bought this bag. I'd only bought one of these when I bought like 20 of the canvas bags just to see if this material would receive um, the airbrush at all, and it totally receives it, and it doesn't transfer to the back too badly either. Like, I was worried that it was just gonna transfer to the back really badly, but it came out pretty nicely. So I think these are super cute. I'm probably gonna carry them around myself while I go shopping for wines and different things. Um, and yeah, okay. Questions. Melinda asks, how do you lay them to dry? I was talking about the brushes. How do you lay them to dry? You have great handwriting. Thank you. Yes, this is like a common script writing style that a lot of like write like airbrush t-shirt, let's just call them airbrush t-shirt artists, tend to have. So thank you. I worked really hard for many years to create this like script writing style. So I feel like I'm finally pretty good at it. And honestly, when I was painting this earlier today, I realized how fun this particular word is to paint. Like I really love making Z's, E's, R's, and C's. Like I don't know, they're just fun loopy letters. So I feel like that's fun, and I love that. Um, Cool as a quick overnight bag too. Yes, I agree. Thank you. But in regards to my brushes when I wash them, right now I'm just kind of going through the what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking a brush, I'm rubbing it into my little Dr. Bronner's bar of soap, rubbing it into my silicone brush pad, and then I'm laying it down in front of me. And then later I'm going to bring them all to the sink and I'm going to rinse them out all really well. And then I just lay down a paper towel and I just shape them really nicely. And I just lay them down to dry just on a paper towel. This is a dirty paper towel, specifically because I intend to put my dirty brushes on here while they're wet and they're going to get all dirty. Yes. And then Icky Fledgling says, "Hi, Kasha. Hi, Icky Fledgling. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday." Yeah, what's up? What else is up? Earlier this week, I made these creepy faces. This is like a cast of my boyfriend's face. What I ended up putting like alginate on his face, and I put like the alginate, and I put like bandages on top of the alginate, and then I peeled the alginate off once it's all dried. It took about 20 minutes, and I filled it with plaster, and that's how you make this face. And I originally had planned on working on a spooky photo shoot earlier for this weekend. Um, and I was gonna use these plaster casts. I also made one of my friend Deja. The noses are a little bit messed up because what I did with the alginate is I avoided the nose area so that they could continue to breathe while they're kind of in a sensory deprivation situation with their face covered in alginate. Um, but what I had intended on doing is making a prosthetic on top of here that I could peel off and later uh, put on Deja's face in order to, have a really like realistic looking prosthetic for this spooky photo shoot that we're going to be doing this weekend. But I decided that I'm going to just paint it with body paint instead because um, it's just like a big process and I'm running out of time to do it. And it's more important for me to do the costume. I'm also working on making a costume for this, which is something that's actually kind of had me stressed out a little bit because costume making is not my specialty. But apparently, because I did used to work as a seamstress for a while back in the day, I do happen to have, out of the three of us, the most costume making experience. So that's not. So I got tasked with the task of um I got tasked with the task of making the costume, which, yeah, I've done costumes before, but I've never, it's always been like a really loose, like not a very comprehensive, not a very professional looking costume. But, be, um, Icky, Icky Fledgling says, "What kind of photo shoot are you doing?" It's hard to explain. It's gonna be spooky. I don't know. It's not it's like a special effects type deal. I'm a special effects makeup artist. My friend Josh is going to be the photographer, and he does quite a bit of special effects makeup. And my friend Deja is a model. And many years ago, the three of us used to work on this project called The Year of the Dead, which was a zombie bikini calendar. Very bizarre idea, I know. Very bizarre stuff. But it was a super creative, interesting projects. I've met so many amazing people doing that. Nobody ever made any money, unfortunately, or I didn't make any money, and most of my friends didn't make any money. But um, you know, one person right at the top kept all the money, and unfortunately, that ended up getting disbanded. And I think actually the main dude who created this project ended up selling it to somebody, but I don't know who. But anyway, we this was I can't believe it. Like now that we've been collaborating for a little while, one of my friends, my friend Deja, pulled up some old photos from when we were working on this project, and they were from 9 years ago. It's hard. It's so weird thinking about how how much life has changed in those 9 years, and how 9 years ago I was doing makeup, but it was very my life was just so different back then. I wasn't doing bridal. I was doing exclusively special effects and a little bit of face painting. Now I do primarily face painting, a little bit of makeup, and the least amount of special effects, unfortunately. But it is fun. But the concept is Deja is gonna wear this really kind of tribal voodoo looking costume, and she's gonna have a half skull, and there's gonna be like blood and dirt. It's gonna be dirty. There's gonna be fire, perhaps some cloaked folk. Um, it's gonna be kind of like a I don't know. We're kind of going into it with the intention of some evocative imagery. Um, yeah, but I am pretty excited about that because it's been just amazing just reconnecting with old friends and collaborating with them and creating artwork just for the sake of artwork, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, it's amazing. But I haven't had any of my wine yet. Gotta have some more. And as much as this chocolate pairs with this wine so well, I can't talk while I have the chocolate in my mouth, so I can't have any more chocolate. Plus, I haven't had dinner yet, so should preserve my appetite for dinner. Hmm, what should I have for dinner? What are you guys having for dinner out there in the world? I'm thinking maybe a little Alfredo. That sounds delightful. I do have a little bit leftover Alfredo sauce from Trader Joe's that I got last week that I should probably use up. So, yeah, a little broccoli, make it healthy. Do you think that's a problem in the art industry, not getting paid? Um, yeah, well, it certainly can pose problems because I think that in order to keep doing something, you have to get paid for it, or else you have to do something that will get you paid, right? So even if you love, like, early on when I was brand new to doing commissioned artwork, uh, I didn't really know how to advocate for myself. I didn't really know how to set my prices correctly. I didn't really And when people would say things like, "Oh, well, don't you love doing art? Shouldn't you just want to do it?" I'm just like, "Of course I want to do it, but I also have to take some time off of work so I can do this thing for you." And it would make it a lot easier for me to take time off of work to do this thing for you if I'm getting paid for it too. So, like with anything in life, it's a balance. You have to be able to sustain yourself, or else if it's not sustaining you, you can't keep doing it. You're gonna have to give up eventually if it's not happening. Um, like for example, the payment is experience. Yes, absolutely. And um I follow a lot of like makeup artist forums and makeup artist different things online and like face painter forums, and I see this this meme pop up all the time of just like um it's just like you give a client your prices and the client gets back to you. She's like, "No, thanks. I found somebody cheaper." And like the thing that they get, the product that they got ended up just being so stupid looking. Like, I think, oh, um, I think there was like an Elsa cake. It was a birthday cake that was in the shape of Elsa from Frozen's face. And the original artist wanted like $200 for this cake because it's a lot of work and it's a lot of expertise. But the client was just like, you know what, I found somebody cheaper. And the person that created the copy cake did not do a very good job. And it's one of those you get what you pay for kind of situations. Um, Sometimes artists will charge, some certain artists will charge more than others because they have invested years and years and years of their time into perfecting this craft, and they have gotten really good at it, and their schedule is filling up. So in order um, to make it sustainable for the artist to keep doing that service, they raise their rates so it makes sense for them to keep doing this. And the the people who really it means a lot to them to have this specific artist skills don't mind paying that price. You know what I mean? Um, if you're somebody that's shopping around for like cheapest deal, then you're just going to go ahead and find the cheapest deal. And if it doesn't matter to you to have a specific skill set, then it doesn't matter to you, and that's all there is to it. Uh, but early on in my makeup career, I used to charge a lot less because I just wanted to build up the experience, right? And now that I feel like I have more experience and I have a busier schedule, I feel like I can it's you know, I I can charge a little bit more and I don't have to feel guilty about it. Um because I worked for this level of skill. I worked hard to be this fast and have these top-notch like supplies uh and this range of skill sets and what have you. Okay. I see. Yeah. Um Tattooed Mama says, "Hey gorgeous. Hey gorgeous to you. Thanks for coming on." She says this is such a great idea to come on live and chat and clean brushes. Yeah. I feel like it's easier for me to chat while cleaning brushes than it is to chat while doing makeup. And perhaps that's something I'd like to work on next year. I don't do a lot of get ready with me's because I tend to like I don't know what it is, but I tend to focus more on my makeup than what I'm saying when I'm like doing get ready with me's. Does anybody else like have that problem where they can't like walk and chew gum? They can't do makeup and talk. Um or maybe it's just a matter of just I wasn't in the mindset. I tried to shoot a get ready with me video earlier this week, and it just came out bad. It just came out so bad. The makeup came out bad, and I feel like I was so rambly. So I don't know if I'm gonna post it because I don't know. Maybe I was just like not in the groove that particular day, but uh I don't know. I haven't watched back the footage. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is in my head. Sometimes you just internalize things and overthink things and they don't come out as good. But the makeup didn't look so good in real life. It looked okay on camera. I don't know. Well, the time will tell if that video ever ends up making it to this channel. Um, Tattooed Mama says, "Girl, same. I so do too. I hope next year I can do more lives and get ready with me's. You're not the only one, lol." Glad to know I'm not crazy. Yeah. I bet it's just a matter of building up a skill, once you get a little bit more comfortable with talking while something I absolutely don't think I'll ever be able to do is, like, do winged eyeliner while talking. Absolutely not. Or brows, like, I have to concentrate on those things or else they're gonna come out all lopsided and uneven, and then everybody's gonna accuse me of not knowing how to do makeup when the truth is I'm a professional. Yeah. Okay, what else? What else? Um, I have a question for you guys. Uh, Stream Wars. Netflix, Hulu, or Disney Plus? Who's winning for you? Um, one of my friends posted a great meme. It was a picture of like Tyra Banks. From like it was like a scene from America's Next Top Model, and um, I have I have three of you standing in front of me, yet only one payment I can make. um, it's like for uh, let's see. Okay, Tattoo Mama says Hulu by far is winning. Says Tattooed Mama. Icky Fledling says still Netflix. I have. I'm still sticking with Netflix myself. Just because it's the first one I ever signed up for, and I think why did I even pick Netflix first? I think it's just because it's the oldest one, so I've had it for years, and I've learned to love so many shows on Netflix. I've watched Breaking Bad and Ozark and Orange is the New Black and BoJack Horseman and Kimmy Schmidt and what else have I watched? I've watched a ton of like Parts Unknown and a bunch of like Anthony Bourdain stuff on there. Bird Box. Um, but I have been interested in Hulu because I've been wanting to see The Handmaid's Tale. That seems incredibly interesting. Um, you know, I get my HBO fix whenever I go to over my boyfriend's house, so I watch a lot of HBO at his house. Um, ooh, hi, Evil Cupcake. Welcome. And ooh, Hulu has a show Castle Rock. Have you seen it? No, I have not seen it, but Castle Rock is shot um like 40 minutes away from where I live. So it's like really wild because you go this town that they picked, Orange, Massachusetts. It's such a forgotten about looking town. It's so perfect for this setting that and like I just really want to see how they portray this town, Orange, Massachusetts in it. And I think that's the reason my boyfriend's sister has Hulu is so she can watch Castle Rock and see the way Orange is portrayed because for her, she lives in a town called Irving, which is the next town over from Orange. So like they don't even have Irving's like a small city, and they don't even have a grocery store there. So whenever they need to go to a grocery store, they go to Orange, and they pass through, and they. It's so cool to drive through Orange while they're shooting Castle Rock because they dress up the town to um to make it the set of this show. So, there isn't a video store there, but they make a video store specifically for Castle Rock. And um they have this bar there where they actually shoot at, but before the show was there, they didn't have this big Schlitz sign. They had this big Schlitz sign that they painted specifically for Castle Rock in orange. So I don't know. I really want to see it because it's like local culture, I want to see how this town is being portrayed in the show. And I feel like Orange, this town that is being uh shot in for Castle Rock, I feel like that's a character in the show, you know? Sometimes you watch a show and the city in which that show takes place is like a character in that show. Like in Breaking Bad, Albuquerque is a character of the show. Like it's a defining feature of that show. If it was, it would be a very different show if it wasn't shot in Albuquerque. Same with Ozark, same with Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, same with a lot of shows. And I think that's really interesting. I'm a big film and TV person. I love that kind of stuff. Sorry, I haven't checked in on your comments in a while. I guess I'm pretty good at this live stream thing. I can really go off on tangents. Hulu has a show, Castle Rock. Oh my god, it's so, so, so good. Yeah, I definitely want to see it. Oh my god, how cool. Yes, I know, how cool. I would go visit it, LOL. My man and I are addicted to this show. I'm gonna warn you right away. Um, it's a pretty unspectacular town. It's one of those like forgotten mill towns. It used to be a town that people lived in specifically to work in a tool factory. They used to be there. But that tool factory is no longer there. Like they used to make like wrenches and like stuff like that there, but they don't. Um, that company's no longer there, and therefore, like the people that still live there could never like make enough money to leave, and it's got a really strange, creepy history. Um, but it might be interesting to see it just for that fact alone. You know, it's just a um whoever was a scouting agent, like the location scout for that show. Um, I don't think they're wrong for choosing orange. I think it is perfect for the themes that they're going for in that show. Okay. If you like the Anthony Bourdain shows, have you watched either of the David Chang Netflix shows? No. But thank you for bringing that up, Evil Cupcake. Um, I I've heard the name David Chang in passing, but if it's anything like Anthony Bourdain's shows, I'm probably gonna like it. I love travel shows. I don't know, anything about I have a lot of interests, you guys. I love makeup, I love TV and film, I love travel, I love wine, I love beer. I love life, which is crazy because earlier this week I had I had a day where I was really depressed, and I think it has something to do with um I got a surgery last week where I got like a cyst removed on my head, and I feel like the wound is wasn't healing well, and it got infected, and I think um at least this is my self-diagnosis. I feel like my wound got infected, and gave me a fever, and I just was not feeling nauseous all day. And um, somebody from a gig I did a month ago hasn't paid me yet, and that has been stressing me out. Um, and it all came together, and it's just, I don't often feel like truly depressed. I have just depressive vegetative states where, it's hard to get out of bed and stuff. But those days where you just feel hopeless, those are few and far between for me. But it's just scary to think that usually I'm such a happy, like, excited about life person. But no matter, even if you are that person, you can still have those really rough days, really, like, and they can come out of nowhere. They can come out of perhaps having a fever or something chemical going on in your body. Um, anyway, sorry to be all of a sudden a downer, but it's just something that's been kind of on my mind. But I'm doing way better now. I feel so much better. I've been doing a lot more running. Today was actually a nice warm day outside, so I've been trying to be really good about going out and running every day. And today, since it was a little bit warmer out, I decided to go stay running a little bit longer than usual. And that actually felt nice because by the end of it, like I finished up my run around like 10. it started to get like actually warm and the sunshine was actually beaming on my face. And, you know, I definitely feel like seasonal depression is a real thing. And if you're somebody that like struggles with it, like I do, a little bit of sunshine can go a long way. So get out in that sunshine while it's lasting. It's been a really cold, miserable winter already. I know it's technically still fall, but it's really wintry out here, okay? You know what I mean? Tattooed Mama says, I love how you know the history. It was so awesome I brought this up and you knew about it. Yeah. And I haven't even seen the show. So, yeah. um, it's interesting. uh, and it's cool to just drive through Orange once in a while just to know that it's like been scouted for this thing. Um, and just to know that like this really popular show that people love is being shot in this tiny forgotten about town, and it's actually kind of bringing a little bit of something back to Orange. It's stimulating the economy a little bit, especially. Oh, it's so cool. It's really. And my boyfriend and his sister actually auditioned to be extras for that show, but I don't think that you kind of have to be available all the time in order to be a extra in a show. So, um, so they never ended up getting casted because it's like hard to be available all the time, especially. Anyway, Evil Cupcake says David Chang's two shows are Ugly Delicious, which has my introduction to him, and he's the chef owner of Momofuku and Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner. Just came out and is also really good. I love food shows. I love food shows. I love food. I love cuisine. um, and if it's like a food and travel show, I'm like, whenever I travel to like a new city, I always try to see if there's like an Anthony Bourdain special about that city. And if he recommends a restaurant, I will try to go to it. And I will spend $100 on food because I don't know. There's been so many times that Anthony Bourdain would like recommend a restaurant, and going to that restaurant while I was traveling would be like a highlight of the trip. So if the David Chance show can give that to me some more, I would love that. Or even just cooking. Uh-huh. If it, you know, Last week I cooked a shawarma for my boyfriend, and we just kind of sat in and we ate shawarma um, and enjoyed some wine and had a good conversation. And it was like such a fun uh, thing. It was just like a really nice night in. So um, I don't know. I'd love to learn to cook more things. I really want to learn how to cook, or not cook, but make sushi because I eat so much sushi out that I should really just learn how to make it so it'd be a little bit less expensive. I have to eat sushi like once a week at least, if not twice a week. So I should really learn how to make it. Okay. Icky Fledgling says, glad you got some sunshine. Thank you. Tomorrow's supposed to be an even nicer day. Tomorrow is going to be like almost 50 degrees. It's going to be like summertime. No, not quite. But for somebody that, I don't know, there's been days where it's been in the teens. And that bums me out, man. I don't like that here in New England. So, Evil Cupcake says, I'm sorry life has been stressful. Thank you. But, I think everybody has moments in their lives that are stressful. And you know what? The best thing to do is just kind of talk to your friends about it. So, I'm glad we're all here. um, it feels better to just kind of talk about it. Um, let's see. What else is up? What else? We're at 40 minutes, so I can go on for another. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go to 20 minutes, but I think I'd like to wrap this up in about 15 minutes, just cause, or not even maybe 5 minutes, just cause haven't eaten dinner yet, so I gotta cook some dinner. What are you guys having for dinner? Oh, you know what's something nice I was able to do today? I sent out my well, let me have a sip of my wine here. I sent out two of my giveaway prizes earlier today. Um, I sent out my 1,000 subscribers giveaway and my BoxyCharm giveaway. And both of the people that won those giveaways messaged me back, and like at first I was a little bit bummed out because it ended up being like kind of expensive to send those out. Like one of them was like $18 to send out, and the other one was $6 to send out. Which I'm happy to do because, um, you know, even though it costs me money to send these giveaway prizes out, it means so much to these people. Like, one of the giveaway winners was just like, next week is my birthday, so this is gonna be so like this means so much to me because it's my birthday. I'm really gonna have a nice happy birthday. And the other person was just like, you have no idea how much this means to me. And like all she won was like a lipstick and a t-shirt, but she was just like, you don't know how much this means to me. And I'm just like, that feels amazing. Like that I could really make somebody's day just by sending them a little lipstick, a little gift. Um, and that makes me like feel like I'm like, I don't know. I have like a special bond with some of my giveaway winners. And uh it just makes me feel good to just put a little happiness out into the world, a little bit of hope and positivity, you know? Um, and if I'm not going to use a lipstick, might as well give it away to somebody that is going to use it and is going to be so excited about winning a giveaway. Because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I've entered like 100 giveaways in my life and have never won anything. um, uh, there was one time I was I had a gig on a cruise ship, right? And it was like a small cruise ship, so there wasn't a lot of activities on board. And there was like a fake little game show happening in the center of the cruise ship to entertain the guests with. And they needed audience participation. And and I decided, you know what? I used to do this shit at Six Flags. I used to have to like get audience participations, make people like play games with the characters, and I hated doing it because it was just like, ugh, I'm so not this person, but I have to be because I'm being paid to do this, and you know how that goes. Um, so I felt for this person putting on this show. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to volunteer, and I'm really going to give it too. I'm really going to like be enthusiastic about participating in this cheesy little thing this guy's putting on. So we're playing a bunch of like games where like I think you have to blow up a balloon, and then you have to um I can't even like describe to these games. Like you have to blow up a balloon and use the air from the balloon to knock over some cups on a table, and whoever can do it first wins. So I did that with like another random passenger on the cruise ship, and I won that game. And then I had to play another game against another passenger where I held the balloon between my um, knees, and I had to hop like a bunny and then drop it into a cup. And um, and I won that game. Um, and then I had to play another game, and I won that game. And all the other people that lost, they got a consolation gift of like a Royal Caribbean keychain. And then, even though I won all the games, I also got the consolation prize of winning a keychain. I'm just like, can't I get like a slightly better prize for subjecting myself to this nonsense, by the way, and doing so well at subjecting myself to this nonsense. Um, but that's okay. I'm satisfied with my keychain price. I was hoping I'd get like a drink ticket or something like that because drinks on cruise ships are so expensive, like $10 for a beer. I don't think so. I never buy the drink packages because they're just way too expensive. I don't get them. Gold Star Work says the only giveaway I've ever won was a secret one, so I don't even know it was on. Haha. um, everyone's a winner. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Everyone's a winner. I think the idea of those like competitions was just a matter of entertaining the people on the passengers ship, entertaining the passengers. Oh, speaking of cruises and passengers, disappointing news. I think it was the live stream I did last week or 2 weeks ago. I need a sip before I get into this. I talked about how I had a gig coming up on an amazing cruise ship for Christmas. And I was so excited about it, and it was really getting me through this winter. And, you know, it was really encouraging me to like stay healthy and work out and stuff so I can feel really amazing while I'm on this cruise ship when I'm going to Mexico and Honduras and the Bahamas. And I just got an email last week saying that that gig is canceled. That cruise is canceled. And I was like so like mopey about it for a while last week. I was just like, no. What do you mean? I was really looking forward to that. And I actually asked you guys if you wanted me to do like a vlog of what it's like to be on this like cruise ship, and everybody was just like, yeah, that'd be cool. Um, but now I can't do it because it's canceled. But they did give me like first pick for next year's cruises, so I'm going on a very similar itinerary cruise gig where I'm face painting on a cruise ship in April during Easter. So I have to wait a little bit longer to go on a cruise, but I don't know. I was just a little disappointed, and luckily I didn't like book a flight or anything like that, so I'm not out that money for a flight. I had planned on driving out there, but yeah, it was just sad. I was just like, "Ah, damn it! I was really looking forward to that." Oh well. Um, yeah, I actually got first pick for next year's cruises, and I'm going on a slightly shorter cruise, but I kind of like the itinerary a little bit better. It's very close to the other one, but slightly better. It goes to Galveston, Texas, which is like the part out of Houston, Texas, and it goes to Honduras and Belize, and Cozumel, Mexico. And I haven't been to any of those locations, honestly. I've never been to Galveston, Belize, Cozumel, or Honduras. Did I say Honduras? Roatan, Honduras. And I've heard those places are beautiful and amazing. And um, yeah, uh, I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. Uh, that's too bad you only got a keychain. Yes, exactly. And that's such a shame it got canceled. It is such a shame, but that's okay. I'm gonna go on a so I'm gonna go on an even better cruise in April. I just have to wait a little longer. It just bummed me out because it was like really getting me through these short, wintry, cold days, knowing that I have like a cool gig on a cruise ship coming up. Um, but that's okay. I can still be excited about the next cruise out in April. I just have to wait 4 months longer. But it's not like I'll never enjoy it. I'll never get to do it. Okay, we're coming up on 50 minutes. What are you going to be doing on the ship? Face painting. I'm a professional face painter by trade. That's actually my main gig. That's where I make most of my money is by face painting. So I gained this gig face pa- by being a face painter. I'm going to be face painting on the cruise ship in exchange. I actually do have to pay, but it's like a deep discount. Um, yeah, it's a deep discount on the cruise in order to in exchange for my services as a face painter. So, and I've done it 2 other times and it's been so much fun. I love hanging out with the kids. I love, you know, it, I can only imagine what it's like to be a kid on a cruise ship. Yes, that's a pretty privileged existence for you to be a kid and your parents are taking you on cruises. Because when I was a kid, my family never did vacations. Like, my family was poor. We never went out to restaurants. We never went on vacations. We hardly ever even like did like family time at the park or anything like that. Because my both of my parents worked so much. We were, off the boat immigrants from Poland. We came here on a visa lottery and stuff. I'm I'm gonna be if I get into this, I'm gonna be talking forever, but we're already here, so here we go. Um, so we never did any of this stuff, but um, being cooked up on some of these cruise ships for these kids, like, uh, I think it makes a difference to go to like the little kids center and hang out with other kids and have things to do because it's easy to be an adult on a cruise ship. All you can just, have a cocktail, hang out on the upper deck and go to bingo or go to this or that activity or there's plenty of or enjoy a comedy show, enjoy some fancy dinners. There's lots of fun stuff for adults to do on cruise ships, but when it comes for kids, I feel like they can start to feel a little bit cooped up, especially on the longer cruises. So it's really fun to like interact with the kids and uh, give them a little bit of an experience, give them an opportunity to really bond with other kids on the ship, and be able to share my art with them. What could be better? That's the best thing about being like a face painter or makeup artist is to be able to share your art with kids and um, people and all types of all types of stuff. Um, yeah, sharing your art with the world. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Gold Star Work says, "Oh, cool. Only face painting I've done is as a teacher at kindergarten." That makes sense. I remember when I was a kid, I'd never like face painting is such a different animal from when I was a kid. Like when I was a kid, face painting was just like little greasy crayons that you like draw little rainbows on. But now it's like an art form. Excuse me. Um, yeah, it is an art form. It's beautiful. It's vibrant. There's so many interesting techniques that you can incorporate into face and body painting. It's such a different animal. Um, I'm in New Zealand, so we had great outdoor holidays, camping and skiing. I'm an artist, so I totally get that about sharing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I don't know, art is what, for me, is the linking thing about all the things I love about being alive. You know, I love the beauty in the world. I love making beautiful things or even ugly things. Sometimes ugly things are interesting to look at too. They can be thought provoking. Art can be thought provoking. And to me, art is so many different things. It's cuisine, it's film, it's TV, it's music, it's fashion, it's makeup, it can even be like the way you raise your kids. That can be an art form. Um, it can be a lot of things. But yeah, I think this is actually a really good time to stop. It's not quite been an hour, but I've been enjoying talking, and I washed all the brushes out of this little cup right here. So I gotta go rinse these puppies out and lay them out to dry. But thanks so much for hanging out with me again, guys. As per usual, I love this. This has been really fun. I've gotten most of my brushes washed. I still have to wash these, but that's much less than I started with, so that's good. Um, okay, bye. Nice talking with you. Likewise, and yeah, I hope to do these live streams. I hope to make them like a regular Thursday thing. I think that would be really fun. So, if you had fun talking, I hope to see you next Thursday. And what else do I want to say? I don't know. Um, Let me know your thoughts about my merch, my little tote bags. I think they're so cute. So let me know if what other like items you like me to airbrush for you guys. And also, if you don't want me to write something that says cheers, I can also do custom things as well. But I just love writing the word cheers because I say it all the time. It's kind of my slogan, and it's just like a pretty word. I don't know. For airbrushing, it's a pretty word. I don't know. I like the big loopy C's and big loopy E's and everything. Uh, but yeah, I hope to do this as a regular thing every Thursday. I will definitely early next week write a thing in the community tab letting you guys know if next week's chat is going to be a thing, like next week's live stream is going to be a thing. And yeah, bring your questions, bring your cup of wine or your libation of choice, bring your dinner if you want. And I hope to hang out with you again next time. All right, this was super fun. We talked about so many things. We talked about Netflix and TV shows and Orange and travel and makeup, and what else did we talk about? Art in the grand scheme of things. Oh, so sad. It's like more people are joining in now. Like it just said there was 10 people in here a second ago, which is I feel like the most I've ever had in a live stream. But one more thing I want to mention is that I'm glad that I'm making live streams a regular thing while my channel is still kind of small, because I watched Jamie French's live stream last week, and she was so overwhelmed. Poor girl. I thought she was doing a great job. I thought like it was really fun watching that live stream and contributing. But there were so many comments like sifting through. There was no way she was ever gonna like be able to answer them all. But because it's this channel is still pretty small, I'm able to address all of your questions and actually casually talk with you guys, and actually casually hang out with you guys and just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Anything you guys want to talk about. So join me next week and we can talk about basically whatever you guys want to talk about. So I'll see you guys next week. Cheers. Bye.